and all eyes are on Jameson Williams, as utter dominance has moved him within range of the single-season receiving record. It's the Cards and the Niners, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. That one, a first down pickup of 8. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice fast start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because when you get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt. Now in year number 6.
And bottom line, when you're the starting QB, what is it?
Get the W.
Get the W.
They did that last week.
Right, he got that done. Wasn't always pretty. There were some great moments. He threw 4 touchdown passes.
But got to eliminate those mistakes.
Got to take care of that, because otherwise that could come back and bite him in another ball game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another big play here as they strike for 31. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This is caught. Touchdown! Jameson Williams. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
Takes it at the 7. And able to get this out to the 25. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race now. This is into the weekend in the NFC. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. 75 yards.
And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 14. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Second down, here's an option right. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
To throw on 3rd down. Powell, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to... And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 36. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Second and 1.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback or running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
Second and 4. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game.
And the Cardinals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we've ever talked to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Here we go.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chase Young, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. And taken right on the 30. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Second and 9 now. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Williams, the man in motion left. They'll look to throw here on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacted the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
And this is caught inside the 5. A huge play there for Arizona. 44 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll drop to throw. On the move to his left. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Throwing to start the drive. Powell. And incomplete on the deep ball. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Powell. Throws right side, and that's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Niners are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Extra point up and through, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown.
Jamison Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cards will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Very short kick taken right at the 20.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll set up a throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. He'll drop to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it. Pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chase Young getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And taken right at the 35. Oh, good move. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
They'll look to throw. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. The sack will push him back only a couple yards, but certainly not what they were hoping for on 1st and goal. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Steps away. This is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Cardinals have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. Back now here in Santa Clara. The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is third down and 12. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Throwing on first down. Powell. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 78 yards on the ground for him so far. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the Niners are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. Looking to throw. Powell. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. But Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's got some space here. There he goes right side. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. 76 yards. And the Cardinals are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the fourth quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon. Some to even more impressive degrees. In the end, it always comes back to there's still a defense out there, and it's still a game of NFL football. So if you don't like what's happening, it's up to you to get them stopped.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Throwing to start the drive. Powell. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been terrific so far. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. With the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives. And I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
But, Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone with ease.
They're certainly in that zone where almost everything they try is successful and often leads to points. Teams don't get those types of games very often, so when they do, many of them just want to take advantage of it to the last second.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. This offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Powell.
Back to the same target. Campbell.
A 5-yard pass on 1st down and another 5-yard connection there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Powell got a man and he hits him in stride. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Back to throw again. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both